Hey guys, what's up? I hope you are having a great start to your week. Today, I wanted to chat with you about how to handle a massive to-do list without feeling like a failure. Now, this conversation came up in my Simple Stress Reduction Facebook group because it came to my attention that a lot of the people in the group were feeling like they have these massive to-do lists, and no matter how much they got done, they still felt like they were failing or like they were inadequate. So I wanted to address this. If you're listening to this and you're juggling what feels like a never-ending to-do list, and you seem to always wind up feeling like a failure for not getting everything done, I really want you to listen up, because what I'm talking about today is so important for your mental and emotional well-being. What I'm going to share with you will help you to ditch the stress around your incomplete tasks so that you can stop feeling inadequate and like you don't measure up. I know for myself, I can still remember a time when I felt like my life was playing a game of whack-a-mole. I would knock one thing off my to-do list only to have two more pop up that I was supposed to have done by the end of the day. I constantly felt on edge and I had anxiety because I felt like these incomplete tasks were looming over me everywhere that I went, and like I couldn't get away from them and I couldn't get ahead. And then there was the guilt, especially when it involved not being able to get back to the people who were waiting on something from me. I felt like I couldn't keep up, and this led me to feeling exhausted and run down. And a lot of the time, stress would get the better of my immune system, and I would end up knocked out for a week at a time due to a cold more than once a year. Not fun. But the worst part really was that I was doing a great job at everything. There was just so much that I had to fit into one day that no matter how much I actually accomplished, I still wound up feeling like a failure. I remember thinking to myself, how is it that I can have a thriving career where I've helped hundreds of people take control of their health, published a book, and I have great relationships with my family and friends? By most accounts, I would be considered successful, and yet somehow I still managed to feel inadequate at the end of the day. I was racking my brain trying to figure out how this could be or what could possibly be missing. And if any of this sounds familiar to you, then you're probably just like me. You've probably tried to get super organized, to plan ahead. Maybe you've got calendars. Maybe you've read some books about time management, but still nothing seems to be working. You and I both know we can't manufacture more hours in the day, but it turns out that we actually don't have to. Because what I'm going to share with you is something that I realized, and it's a total game changer for me. But first, let me ask you this. What's truly more important to you? Getting all of your tasks done in a day, or the way that you feel about yourself at the end of the day? Now, it's probably a bit of both, but I would guess that the way that you feel about yourself at the end of the day really would outweigh whether all of the clean socks made it into a proper drawer. Am I right? That's because a lot of the things that we deal with on a daily basis really are not matters of life and death importance. You can always put the socks away in the morning. So why do we waste our time and energy feeling like a failure because we didn't get those things done today? Here's something to think about. Whether or not you get all of your tasks done in a day doesn't change the essence of who you are. Yet when you base your self-worth on how much you do instead of on who you are, you end up feeling inadequate. This is a recipe to come up short every single time. But when you realize that who you are remains constant, no matter how much you do, you can choose more powerfully where you're going to show up, and you can feel good about the places you decide to give your time and energy to. Because we all know that eventually the laundry is going to get put away, and that leaving it undone for a day or two really doesn't make you a bad person. Makes sense, right? Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, that's easier than said than done, Selena. And yeah, I know. That's why I created the 90 Days to Calm program, to help you focus on what matters most and to learn de-stress techniques that you can use even when the laundry isn't put away. It really comes down to knowing your values and being able to prioritize them, which is something that we talk about in the program. To see if you'd be a good fit to join our Calm community, comment below and say, tell me more, so that I can send you the details. But I really want you to think about what I just shared. Are you letting the tasks on your to-do list determine your value as a person? Tell me in the comments below. I really look forward to hearing your thoughts on this, and I look forward to chatting more with you soon.